These are songs for the Oprah show. This is Paul Beckman, Palu Rainbow Song. I don't know the date, but here is the show that I did tape, and I'm singing songs to it. She has Celine Dion on. I'm singing songs in the forefront during the advertise and in the background while the show is on. I love singing songs, so I'm making songs documenting the last season of Oprah. These are oral commentaries through song.
One selling artist of the last decade, and for years has been a really good friend of our show. Coming out, Celine! She just sat in the chair. That's all she did. She didn't sing a song. She just sat in the chair and crossed her legs. Celine has a new movie coming out that we all just saw. Isn't it fantastic? I mean, it is fantastic. That's what fantastical is. It captures her world concert tour. It's called Celine Through the Eyes of the World. It opens February 17th. It's in theaters nationwide, but only for 2 weeks, everybody. I just said to the audience, I finished watching that movie and I thought, I want a world tour. Aww. So when it opens and you're saying, you know, Prague and hello France and hello South Africa and hello.
Yes.
Do you forget where you are, or do they tell you just as you go out? Just to go out, they say, okay.
You hope you're not going to forget.
I hope you're not going to say the wrong
But the
thing.
good thing about this tour, to be honest with you, is that there's places that I've never been before, like, for example, South Africa, which is a big deal for all of us.
Yes,
It was
yes.
extraordinary. So,
Seeing you at Nelson Mandela's cell.
meeting with Nelson Mandela, being in South Africa, that was one of the greatest moments to, first of all, to meet with him, to have my son sit on his lap, have my mom by his side, share a few words with him. It was just a very emotional moment, like through this tour. I mean, doing shows as an artist, having a great time with it, but it was beyond that. And I think at first, having photographers and people filming the tour was for us to bring back home souvenirs and memories, because there's something very...
But after
very
a while,
sort of,
did you lose the fact that the cameras were in your face?
and that's the point about it. At first, you notice that everybody's there. It's like, you know, you're conscious about this whole thing. But very quickly, you forget. And that's why it worked, and it's great. Because you forget, you become a family. You forget that everybody's there, and the truth comes out.
Yes.
And then you see yourself as... Times. And I'm glad, because honestly, this thing was supposed to be just for us as a souvenir. My mom was on tour with us, and I wanted to have this forever, and to see RC seeing the world for the first time. And who knows, later he's going to decide to have his backpack and go on in his life, and I'll be behind waiting for him and hoping that he's doing great. Well, as I was having those people with me, I wanted to go through this tour with all of them. It was an extraordinary opportunity. But then it was so wonderful. Rene looked at this and he said, we are not keeping this thing for ourselves. I'm going to go and see.
It's great that you let all the fans...
Well, it was kind of giving the fans
a
kind of a VIP ticket, a VIP tour. Because maybe a lot of people are wondering, how is it to be in the car with them?
So much work.
How is it to be in the hotel room with them? How is it when they wake up in the morning? Oh, believe you me, it is the same time as you. But some people are still wondering. So you are, in a way, traveling.
It's like traveling with you for a year.
Yes.
Okay, so you've been very busy. So let's talk about your Michael Jackson tribute at the Grammys. Really, that was
It was a very awkward and very emotional feeling for, I think, all of us. Sincerely, I've had the privilege of being an amazing... I mean, I've been a big fan. I'm still a big fan of Michael Jackson. When I was like 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, I remember the ceiling of my bedroom was on an angle like this.
Well, Celine Dion was a big fan of Michael. Celine Dion was a big fan of Michael Jackson. Oh yes, Celine Dion was a big fan of Michael Jackson. She even had a poster above her bed. Well, 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 well. We all have inspirational people in our lives. He was one amongst many. For Celine, maybe she'll get to sing with him one day. Well, she did what? Hey.
Difficult emotion because I was very honored.
Hey, honored to sing along.
I'm thinking of a decision from him. I was there.
You were there.
I was mad that he was no longer with us.
Well, she was sad he was taken from us.
That was going to be heard.
Michael Jackson.
We didn't really want to.
Michael Jackson. Celine Dion.
And I was very honored that I was part of it. I will always love Michael Jackson very much. And when I saw his movie, you know, at one point, whatever we see in newspaper, whatever we hear on the radio, we take some and we leave a lot. But even sometimes we take some, even us in show business. And I thought at one point that Michael was sick. And I said, you know, it's not fair to go through this, being sick like that. But when I saw the movie, I was very mad because he was on top shape. And I was very mad that he's no longer with us.
This is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you see that movie, you feel the loss so deeply.
I was very.
Well, after the Grammys, Celine got together with 80 other artists. You all have heard about this, right? To record a new version of We Are the World, led by my friend Quincy Jones, a song Michael Jackson actually helped to write. Who all was there and what was that like?
It was crazy. It was wonderful at the same time. It was just like seeing everybody gathering to make a difference because, you know, life can pose things to us. Disease, sickness, terrible tragedies, earthquakes. It's not something that you decide, and no one in the world deserves that. And yes, we are extremely sad, but it is our responsibility to all of us artists who can use our voice or any way, TV, efforts, money, anything, to gather and say, let's get together.
Did it feel magical? Did it feel...
Let's gather and let's say, let's get together now. Let's gather and let's say, let's get together now. We'll gather and get together and be creative. We'll make it happen and the world will be better for it. Better for it now, oh yeah.
What is so wonderful is that you and your family get to travel together, and Renee Charles, we see him in all of the film, and he's in all of the places that you are, of course, and now he's 9.
Can you believe that?
No, I can't.
No, I can't either.
I remember when he was born, just like you do.
I can...
Yes, look at him.
Oh, give you my luck, baby. I know, time flies very, very quick, and that's another reason why...
Is he in school now? Because I know he had a tutor the whole
Well,
time.
obviously, RC was homeschooling to start with, and then he was, like, tour schooling. And I had to admit that I am glad that I went on with this tour right away, because knowing now, today, that this love of our life has his own life. He's 9 years old, he's got his own school, his own friends, his own teacher. We wake up in the morning, we drive him to school every day. He's so proud to wear his uniform. This is no longer Papa's tie, this is my own tie, you know?
And you got a puppy?
Oh,
I just got 2 new puppies.
listen to this, listen to this. Oh, it's a she.
It's a she?
It's a she, and her name is Charlie.
Charlie.
They're such a good puppy. And you know what? I'm sure.
What kind of puppy?
It's a Labrador.
A Labrador.
And you know what? I have no